Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to more XCOM. Alright, so... we need to go talk to the director. Okay, where is he at? Anything new, lady?
Make it quick.
That's all for...
Thank you, sir. And keep it...
I will.
Alright, so she got nothing new. He said he wanted me to come down to engineering, but I don't want to... Hello, Weaver.
Yes?
No, nothing new.
I'm going to get...
Good luck.
Okay. Is that a photo? No. All right. Maybe I saw something, but knew I didn't. Yeah, just checking out the operations board there. What is this? Rec room? Of course, the men's bathroom is open. Somebody not flush?
So, we're gonna fight the Martians by building our own flying saucers?
Shut it, will you? Nobody's supposed to know about that.
To whom it may concern, I know we're all dealing with a lot right now. From weeks living underground to the threat of extinction of the human race. But I find the person who keeps drinking my personal store of Thunder Cola. I will turn you in as an infiltrator and see you in front of a firing line. Go ahead and test me, Edmund.
They say these people's eyes are black. Just solid black.
Are you serious? What's wrong with them?
I don't know, but they keep saying the same thing over and over.
What the hell?
Real guns aren't good enough anymore. No, they all want some crazy ray gun. Carter, what's this I hear about people sleepwalking through cities?
Your guess is as good as mine. Whatever the outsiders did to them, we don't know how to fix it.
Sounds like a friend I knew back in the service. Mine just snapped.
As long as we still got people working on a cure, there's still a chance for them.
Oh, right you are. Although if they can't remember it after they recover, that'd probably be a mercy.
Tell me more about that friend in the service. Anything like the sleepwalkers?
Well, I can't say it was too similar. I mean, poor old Ken didn't have black gunk all over his eyes to start. But the things he saw when we were in the Great War.
Terrible things happen during war.
Anyway, he never got over the shock. And Myron and I never got over what happened to him. I just hope we can do more for those sleepwalkers.
The Great War was World War I. I think he's meaning World War II.
How are our food and water supplies?
We should be able to hold off for another month, maybe more with tighter rationing.
You've known the old man for a while. Has he always been this paranoid?
No, not at all. In fact, I remember when he used to be a naive new recruit.
What happened to him?
Well, it's not hardly my place to tell his life story. But let's just say that sort of attitude doesn't last after the third time a refugee pulls a gun on you.
That's enough prying for now.
Any time, Carter.
The machines were growing, like freaking mold.
Ah, what do you know about it? You weren't even there.
I know people, I got knowledge.
You got shit for brains is what you got.
Infiltrating testing procedures. All personnel. It's tragic events around Nils' demise have taught us we must be eternally vigilant against the infiltration of the outsider menace. Physical screening can prevent cloaked infiltrators, but we must be wary of other forms of infiltration, particularly by sympathizers or double agents. Until such time as we can determine a scientific test to reveal the enemies among us and develop a functional identity test. While not interested in the base from any external trip or assignment, all personnel are required to go through a screening attended by no fewer than 2 guards. These guards will ask one of a series of screening questions rotated daily. Any subject who gives what is considered a suspicious response will be held for further questioning. Security agents will be given the questions and guidelines depicting what constitutes a suspicious answer on a daily basis. We thank you for your vigilance. With your assistance, we shall persevere. Director Falk.
How do we know we don't have nothing in here?
If there was another one, don't you think he would have tried to help his friend bust out?
Maybe not. If it were me, I'd stay hidden. Let everyone think they're safe.
Yeah, that is what you do.
Attention all personnel. We have confirmed reports of outsider structures being built outside of St. Louis. No attacks
I'm sure
reported
Falk has the
for
lab
sleepwalker
coats finding
infection
somewhere
has
to
spiked
track
in the
down.
area.
Wasn't the spy
Population is being
invisible?
evacuated.
How are they gonna know if there's another one around watching them?
Damn, you're right.
I wonder what they're working on in there.
Carter, join me.
I guess I have to.
I don't like it when my agents go off the rails, Carter. Never ignore my orders again. You're lucky things turned out as well as they did with Dr. Weir's rescue. I'll overlook it this time. I understand the situation is getting to you.
Weaver tell you that? Or you just figured it out on your own?
I need to know I can trust you, Carter. I took a big risk including you in this operation. And I'm about to take another.
What are you talking about?
Taking the fight to the enemy. Not just surviving this war. Winning it.
And how exactly are we gonna do that?
With this.
That's impressive. I'll give you that. But they have an entire fleet. What makes you think it'll turn the tide?
You only need one bullet to take down a target. If you know where to shoot.
You need to locate their command center.
And we have a captive spy who just might be able to tell you. If you know the right way to ask him.
What do we know about the infiltrator?
We've been running a barrage of tests on him. Preliminary interrogation, medical checks. The boys in the lab even took a look at the devices implanted in him.
Find anything useful?
We don't even know his name. Or if his kind even have names. But we have reason to believe he'll be more responsive now.
What happened? Lock him in solitary for a couple weeks?
You might be closer than you think. In a recent examination, our surgeons removed this from his head. We think it's some kind of communication device.
He was bugged?
We're not sure. Weir thinks it was his connection to Mosaic.
That's their communication network.
According to Dr. Weir, yes. Whatever it is, ever since we removed this thing, the infiltrator's been less aggressive, more morose.
Interesting. How do we know we can take them out in one strike?
Weir's been studying their transmissions, and he believes they're coming from a single source.
That's this mosaic thing they talk about?
Yes. The doctor says his measurements prove that it's some sort of central command, possibly even a single being. And if our tests are correct, it is indeed more than just some sort of radio network.
How so?
After studying the infiltrator's implants and physiology, we believe it connects directly to the minds of the outsiders.
So if we take out Mosaic's core, we shut down every outsider on this planet.
That's the idea. But we need to know more.
That's an impressive flying saucer you've built.
Actually, the Air Force was already toying with a prototype like this. Our German associate just made a few modifications, including everything we could steal from the outsiders.
How does it handle?
When it's finished, it'll be faster and more maneuverable than anything in the skies.
But can it take on one of their battleships?
In a head-to-head fight, no. But it won't need to. Watch.
Nifty little trick.
Dr. Dresner is particularly proud of that one.
What trick?
He's
What?
been invaluable to the project. We've dubbed the craft the Avenger.
Can it get through those Venn gates of theirs?
That's what we need you to find out.
What are they talking about now? I said, what trick? He just said, watch this. Oh, that's a neat trick. What was the trick?
We've got him in a containment center in the lab, built especially for him.
Got his own luxury suite, huh? That ought to soften him up.
Don't count on it.
How gentle do I need to be?
Just be careful. He's the only captive we have.
Oh, great.
So it can move in any direction? Like a helicopter?
Yes, if a helicopter was twice as durable, 5 times faster, and could fly through a vacuum.
Ah, that makes quite a difference.
Project Avenger order form. Deliver immediately and file in a secure envelope. Too many rumors about Project Avenger have been leaking out. I know the team needs to know what we have a positive way of striking back at the enemy. We cannot afford to risk the knowledge reaching an infiltrator.
Shut it down! Shut it down before it blows! No, wait! We need to test the threshold! Yes, we really should see when it explodes! Are you too crazy? Shut it down! Did you see that lift? Wunderbar! Never before have I seen its equal. Sure, if you don't mind your crew splattered all over the walls. Of course, of course. But that is why we do this radio-controlled test beforehand, yeah? There's no way you're getting me in one of those flying saucers until you work out the eject system. Nonsense. If we are careful and precise in our work, we will have no need of ejection systems. We might not need one. But I'm the one who's going to be piloting that thing. I still don't understand why you don't want us to design weaponry for this new craft. Yes, we have a very promising prototype. No, knife.
Up. Okay, let's go see if we can find this infiltrator. Say he's down in the labs.
No,
There we
I'm
go.
serious. We got him here, locked up for interrogation.
So, the one place we know is safe, just when we've got everything operational. They gotta bring a friggin' alien in here.
Well, to be fair, if they're going to interrogate one of them, where else could they go?
Attention all personnel. We have received unconfirmed reports that the outsiders have made Savannah, Georgia, a primary target. You're gonna have a warrant set to be near. You know who. Updates will follow. Get him a shiner for me, will ya? And reporting.
Ooh, itchy leg. All right. Give me a second, guys. All right. Smells gunk. Detainment report infiltrator. Enemy infiltrator. Subject is to receive double guard at all times, and visitors are not authorized without director level permission. And even then, only under strict observation. The subject has not demonstrated an ability to cloak since its surgery. Subject is still considered a high escape risk. Similarly, despite marked decrease in aggression since surgery, subject is considered extremely dangerous. While the infiltrator is technically considered a prisoner of war, the outsiders are not known signatory of the Geneva Convention. As such, the standard POW protections are not extended to him. Exactly. Autopsy report. Muton. Weighing over a quarter ton. Jeez. These walking tanks are either the product of extreme physical mutations or countless generations of eugenic breeding. Dubbed mutons, these devastating enemies are heavily armored and equipped with scatter lasers. Agents are advised to keep their distance and focus fire on a single target to penetrate the creature's defenses. Mutons' impressive physiology is further augmented by an array of implants, but these do not include the same neural relays found in outsiders. With neither the hierarchical communication of the outsiders nor the coerced submission of the sectoids, it appears that mutons are engaged as mercenaries in the enemy's forces. Without an understanding of their payment or motivations, humanity has little chance of being able to employ these powerful forces or sway their loyalty. Just because they're weirdos. There you go. What you got going on over here?
Calm yourself, Doctor. Irrationality will not help us identify enemy infiltrators.
Calm while you perform tests on men, like livestock.
These tests serve to protect them, and after all, they are all volunteers.
Maybe, but we're still not certain of what side effects.
Ah, William, welcome to our newly refitted laboratory. I'm certain that Dr. Weir would love to give you a tour of the facilities. Yeah, Herr Doctor?
Yes, of course. I'll just leave Heinrich to his tests.
An autopsy report outside your commander. Leaders of the outsider forces, the commanders exhibit the same physique of other outsiders, but have significantly more complicated neural implants, as well as much more advanced equipment. Personal shielding is common, and many other technical abilities may be able to these dangerous enemies. Agents are advised to make commanders a top priority in any engagement. Commanders do not exhibit the same poor living conditions of the subordinate grunts. Nutrition is plentiful, physical trauma is minimal, and many commanders carry personal effects into battle. These often appear to be devotional items, perhaps involved in religious ceremonies centered around their origin. The precise details of this origin are still being examined by Dr. Weir, but it is believed to be the communication network utilized by the outsiders' neural implants. Alright.
Down here is what we call the workshop. It's where we test the new equipment and applications. It's all quite experimental, so don't use anything here until it's been cleared for the field.
Lawrence, have you seen these latest findings? Just a moment, Alan. I'm finishing a minor change to your calculations. Oh, the hell with bloody hell. No, I don't know about all that. It's just a minor change. You would have done it yourself. In time. Maybe, but you're the one who did it today. If I'm not careful, you'll be replacing me as head of this project. And take away your prized work? Anyway, what was it you wanted to show me? What? Oh, it's these new transmissions that we've been receiving. Dr. Rossi believes they may be extraterrestrial in origin. Take a look. Extraterrestrial transmissions. You don't say. Think of it. Intelligent life on other worlds. A culture more advanced than ours, reaching across the void to welcome us to the Brotherhood of the Stars. Alan, you're making some rather dangerous assumptions. Oh, I know it could be nothing. Some Soviet trick, perhaps. But think, Lawrence. If it really is from another planet, why, someday our Vengate project could bridge our worlds. Yes, I suppose that could be possible. Why, this could be the start of a new chapter in human history. Yes, I'm afraid so.
We have here. Salvage report, sectopod. While not a living alien species, the sectopod poses a new danger. Standing 20 feet tall, this heavily armored fighting robot is equipped with heavy weapons atop multiple all-terrain legs that can be used as impromptu melee weapons. Sectopods are controlled by a living sectoid encased and sustained within the armor. These pilots are unable to leave the sectopod. In many cases, their containment tanks are welded shut and may actually be a carefully bred subspecies developed solely for this purpose. The pilot's loyalty would have to be unquestionable, and while they do not wear the slave collars of their brethren, they bear significantly more intrusive neural implants.
Here we go. As you see, we have the automated turret deployed, but it cannot draw a line of sight on any targets. You can lift a target out from behind its cover to get a clear shot. But if you face many targets, it might be a better option to lift your turret instead. Go ahead and try.
Oh, I can put a turret in the air?
We're especially proud of the gyroscopic stabilization that makes that possible. It'd be a shame not to put it to use in the field.
Is that all?
The boys in the lab just wanted to make sure you knew all your options in the field. Never know when it'll come in handy. As you may have guessed from the glow, this is where we store element 115, or Illyrium. Understanding it is vital to our ability to adapt and adopt outsider technology. So far, our results have been mixed, at best. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a guided tour. I'll leave you to your duties, William. Agent Carter, I fear I haven't properly expressed my gratitude for the rescue you provided me.
Just happy to have a man like you on board. We need all the help we can get.
Appreciate it, Carter. I hope I live up to your expectations.
Shame we couldn't rescue more survivors from Rosemont.
Yes, of course. At the very least, it would be a tremendous help to have Lawrence here.
He was an outsider, Doctor.
That didn't keep him from being an excellent lab assistant. And a friend.
Did you know that your assistant was one of them?
Yes, well, believe it or not, I'm as shocked as you. More so, I dare say. He was so dedicated, so curious. But that's no excuse. I mean, how could I have been such a fool?
You're lying. I'm supposed to believe you worked side by side with an enemy operative and never had any idea. And they call you a genius.
Believe what you will, Agent, I was fooled. And by someone I came to care quite deeply about. I don't expect you to fathom the intricacies of human emotion, but I don't care for your insinuations. I am as much a patriot as any enlisted man.
They didn't hire me for my sensitivity, Doc. Sorry if my heart doesn't go out for a traitorous alien.
The question is, traitorous to whom? He provided us with invaluable information.
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Venn gates connecting our worlds, and it also seems to exact some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing? Or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. It could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
You know about the sleepwalkers.
People we saw back there. The stuck ones, the ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
Be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness. My students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends. More students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Falk seems to think we can't win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shot my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk, recognized their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
Right. Okay, maybe we'll get some stuff going on this video so I can look at stuff and reading things. Oh, god dang it. Well, we scrapped the gunship. The gunship we faced was only... What the heck? Okay. The gunship we faced was only one of a countless number of Outsiders' multi-purpose assault ships, but it has provided us with an excellent array of technological materials for study that combine thrust gravitic... God, jeez, I can't read. Thrust gravitic propulsion systems, Illyrium transfer power source, and assorted environmental control systems should be especially useful if we are to take the fight to the enemy. More generally, we find that while the enemy gunships are very sturdily built for war, they also bear evidence of extended heavy usage with only minimal repairs. In some cases, unnecessary systems, luxury entertainment suites, have been cannibalized for use in more pressing repairs, weapons, and propulsion, suggesting that the Outsiders have been running low on supplies in the course of their extended conquest. This may explain the urgency of their attack on Earth. That is kind of interesting.
This thing is going to be every agent's best friend.
Sure. Until we can make it walk and it starts replacing them in the field.
And lets them stay safe in the base where nobody shoots at them? I think the agents will be okay with that.
Good point. Note to self, find a way to make this thing walk.
Alright. Let's see. So now I gotta figure out where this Aryan is. Is it up here? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get this out of the way.
I think I would like that, Mr. Volk. I think I would like that very much. You are Dr. Heinrich Dresner, correct? Yeah, Mr. Volk. And do you understand why I am interviewing you today? Officially or unofficially? None of this will be in the final records of your immigration. Officially, our commitments at Yalta mean we must turn you away. And yet, here we both are. Yes, well, we can't risk losing a mind like yours to the Soviets now, can we? You need not worry about that, sir. There is a reason I surrendered to your soldiers, or not to Stalin's. What reason is that? I do not like their cold winters. Very funny. Regardless, we need to talk about your past affiliations. What is there to say? What was done was terrible.
Greetings, everyone.
Inhuman.
Sorry about that.
I have regrets, but I had no part in that. No way to prevent it. You could have left. At the time, I did have a family to support. Also, I feared my once great nation would turn to the Communist Party. So you supported the alternative. Only at first. By the time I saw what they truly were, it was too late to escape. I'm a scientist, Mr. Volk. I understand physics, fluid dynamics, chemical reactions. But I cannot see the future. I cannot predict the horrors of my fellow men. We can't offer you atonement, Doctor. But we can offer you a chance to use your skills to help people.
Right. I was messing with something on the computer. Sorry. It kind of just slipped out. God, more stuff to read. Biological examination. Dr. Dresner, here are the findings from the outsider biopsies. I should call out a few of the more interesting findings, which may be useful for your own research. The outsider's biology is largely similar to our own. Carbon-based bipedal vertebrae, all that. They appear to eat, crap, breathe, bleed, die like us. They appear to have major modifications of their circulatory, nervous, respiratory, skeletal, and muscular systems. They appear to be synthetic additions, but the implementation method is far too thorough and precise for any surgeon we've ever seen. On death, these modifications overheat, rapidly consuming themselves and their host. Careful surgery can prevent this. It's very difficult and dangerous. Surgeon Kirkhope received several severe blisters on the fingers of his scalpel hands. Thank you very much. I trust this is enough information for you to work with, and my staff can return to treating injured humans and studying the afflicted sleepwalkers. If you require more data, you are cordially invited to perform your own goddamn research. Dr. Jeff Hart. Those big cranky pants. Alright, let's see if I can talk to this fool.
What did you want to talk about?
Yes, we've had a bit of a mishap, William.
Ah, great.
As you know, our most pressing goal is to develop a test to determine the humanity of our personnel, if you will. We've had a breakthrough, discovering a signal which causes the Zilicoids to become quite agitated. But as you can see...
Your test subjects escaped?
Indeed. Perhaps the signal agitated them a bit too much.
Why haven't we been put on alert?
With our current tension, can you imagine how people would panic? I'd rather we keep this little incident between ourselves, William.
What exactly do you need me to do?
The Zilicoids are likely to be hiding in the ventilation or other subsystems. Their distinctive trail should make it easy for you to track them and destroy them. Good hunting.
Oh. What?
The infiltrator's right inside, Agent Carter. If you need anything.
Okay, I don't need to talk to him yet. Let's go get these. Actually, let's.
Officer, you're new here, aren't you?
Yes, sir. They rescued me up from outside Louisville.
No, we don't want your kind around here.
You've been brought up to speed?
Yes, sir. Prisoner is secure, mostly docile, and Falk has things in hand. I'd say it's going pretty well.
It's a little early to say it's going well.
Sir, it's been a month and a half, and we've gotten back on our feet after the surprise attack. I'd say that counts for something.
You're not wrong, but I got a feeling it'll get worse before it gets better.
Then I'm glad I'm here, where I can make a difference.
How's the infiltrator?
The containment room was designed to act as both a brig and a lab, so he's well contained. Not that he's been trying to get out.
You think he's planning something?
Can't say for sure. Any other prisoner, yeah, but since they removed that controller thing from his head, he's been a different man. Or I guess I should say, different creature.
How much do you trust Falk?
I trust him with my life, sir. After all, if it weren't for him and his teams, I'd still be out there.
You said you were rescued from outside Louisville?
Yes, sir. Fort Knox in particular. Agent De Silva and his team were recovering something from high-value storage, and I thought they were looters.
That could have gone poorly.
Not really. I don't know about you, but I ask questions before I start shooting. They were only too happy to bring me back, once they were certain I was human.
How exactly did they prove that?
Just like checking for Reds. Sing the Star-Spangled Banner, ask what happened in the most recent episode of Captain Thunderclap, and so on and so on.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
I see you gave up on the disguise. Done playing dress-up?
This one can no longer hide. Those systems were corrupted by your scientists.
Yeah. Gloat all you want about your superior technology, while we've got you tied to a chair with a rope.
You want revenge for your fellow warrior. Go ahead and take it. Nothing you do will stop the Zujari.
We're gonna pay a visit to your home, and you're gonna help us get there.
A counter-invasion. Ha! The more you resist Mosaic, the more you will bring death to your world. You think you have seen our strength? This is just an expeditionary force preparing the way for our armies. We will destroy you.
We'll see about that.
It's simple. You will join our empire or you will die. For us, there are no other choices.
Our whitecoats say there's been a change in your attitude ever since they yanked this device out of your head. I want to know what the hell it is.
It is many things. A shield, a beacon, our focus. It is Mosaic. Without it, we are... I am alone. Unsure. Impure of thought.
What exactly is Mosaic?
You would think of it as a broadcast. A network. Each of us are connected to it. It unites us.
It's how you receive your orders.
Our orders. Our faith. Mosaic delivers truth. Or perhaps what Origin decides is the truth.
Why don't you just do yourself a favor? Just talk straight to me, and tell me about this Origin. Maybe we can help you.
You are more civilized than would be expected for such divided creatures. It is not a weakness. Nothing is as I thought. Nothing is as Origin told us.
Listen, I'm fighting for the survival of my entire race here. Give me something to work with, or you'll find out what I'm willing to do for my world.
You have already seen what we are willing to do for our own dying world. What Origin has forced us to do for our world. Forced me to do to other worlds.
You don't have to let Origin control you. Tell us how to stop him and you can be free. We can destroy Mosaic. You can all be free.
Yes, but Mosaic cannot be destroyed. Mosaic is not a single place, not a solid thing. And soon it will consume your people as it has so many. as it did mine.
Fine. Tell them where we are.
This is a foolish decision. Mosaic will know our location immediately. Origin will see that you all die.
They'll come finish off XCOM, you'll return a hero. Go on. Join the inevitable.
No, I cannot go back. Not anymore.
Then help us fight it. If we win, we can find a way to help the rest of your people.
Very well, William Carter. You win. To survive the crossing, you will need an instrument that can recalibrate quantum structures.
Dr. Weir should be able to make sense of that.
I hope for your sake he does. But such a device can be acquired only from one of our ships, which can be found at one of our docking stations near a Ven gate. It would not be possible to replicate it with human technology.
Thank you. We won't forget your help.
Nice work in there, Carter. I bet the director will want to tell you that himself.
Was he watching?
You even have to ask that question? He's waiting for you in Ops.
Alright, so I need to... Oh, look at there. See if I can just clean up stuff around the base here in this video and then just kind of go from there.
Looks like I found the first of Heinrich's blobs.
At least I got the right gun for the job. It's in the bathroom. It came from the toilet!
Leave a mess like that. Whoa, Carter. Have a little decency, would you? What the hell's happening in there? Wash your hands at least.
Upstairs, looks like. Yep.
Holy Jesus, get that thing out of here! Come on, Carter! Get it!
And here I thought I had a nice, quiet desk job.
You alright, bud? Security screening questions Sunday, November 11th, 1962. To all security agents, today's special question for infiltrator screenings and suspicious response guidelines. Where were you when President Johnson was assassinated? Obviously, this is a trick question. The outsiders are passingly aware of our recent history, but appear to be bad at distinguishing between specific human names. Remember, your vigilance means the safety of the base and our entire species. When in doubt, take no chances. Hey, got a little bit of extra experience. It never hurts anything. Let's go back and turn that into Heinrich. That SMG ain't gonna fit in your little pants pocket there, buddy. I know, we're going for some length on this one, but I want to clean up this stuff before we go talk to Falk and then go on our next mission.
Heinrich's been going crazy about propulsion systems and radial aerodynamics or something. Whatever they're building is going to be big.
Did your thing.
Dankeschön, William. With your aid, we will soon be able to uncover any remaining infiltrators.
I hope you're more careful in the future, Doctor.
Yes, yes, of course. And for your discretion, perhaps this will be of use to you.
What'd I get? Unlock dispatch missions. Nanotechnology. Alright, let me go find a way to save this thing. Bless you, Speedy. And when we come back...
Can't wait to get off my shift and check out the new tests in the lab. The whole place is a toy shop. If the toys all named are vaporized people.
We will see about going on a mission. Just kind of looking in this way. Let me check the roster, see if I can go in there, change something, come back out, and see if it saves it.
They open up the firing range.
No, it didn't. Well, shoot.
Just get your practice.
Look for the people in front of you.
Well, we need to go find somebody to talk to so we can do the thing. So Nils is the only one. Okay, so that's where you go to view all the people who died so far. Okay, he is upstairs in his room. Let's go talk to the old man. We'll just keep going until I can get to a frickin' save point. Because you can't just save whenever.
Carter, good work in there. I'm honestly surprised you kept your cool.
Thanks. But I gotta admit, I still want to take his head off after what he did to Nils.
So I take it you didn't actually just offer a new homeworld to an entire planet full of aliens?
We'll see if it comes to that. But I never made any promises.
Now, I've been discussing the information you extracted with Dr. Weir.
Any clue where we can find one of those interdimensional things he was talking about?
The doctor calls it a phase plotter. And we know that there's an outsider docking tower near a town called Vida Buena in New Mexico. De Silva's team reported it when they were investigating sleepwalkers in the area.
Command tower in a town full of sleepwalkers. I don't like the sound of that. What's the connection?
De Silva's team attempted to infiltrate the structure to find out. But the last report we heard from them was 2 days ago.
What the hell, Falk? De Silva goes missing and you're just telling me now?
Calm down, Carter. We have reason to believe that he's still alive. But he's deep in enemy territory and unable to broadcast. Link up with him and his team. Then you will all escort Dr. Weir through the command tower and secure the phase plotter.
Why are we putting the doctor back in danger?
Weir is the only one who understands how the enemy gates work. He's the only one with any insight into how their systems might operate.
And no time to train a field specialist, right?
Precisely. Keep Dr. Weir safe. He's far too valuable to lose.
What was De Silva doing up there anyway?
He was assigned to gather intel on the Outsiders' gates for Dr. Weir's benefit.
And now we're going there to get one of these gadgets. What aren't you telling me about this place?
Vida Buena is an Outsider transport hub. Ships coming and going from one of those gates, 24 hours a day.
So the best chance we have of getting a phase plotter
is a place swarming with enemies. Yes.
You think we can trust the Outsider?
He seemed pretty shaken up. If we learned anything from your encounter with this Lawrence, it's that the real problem is their mosaic.
You think they'll all just switch off when we take out Mosaic?
I wouldn't bet on it. But as it seems to be their communications network, destroying it would give us a serious edge.
Can't ask for much more than that. All right, that's all I need.
I'll have Senior Ops inform Dr. Weir that you're ready to go. Carter.
Yes, sir.
Good luck out there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, save point. All right, we can take a break. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Later.